dead of night, two voices awaken from the crypt. One coffin.
Two opinions.
Endless
screams.
Welcome to the latest episode of Two Souls, One Crypt. I'm Jeff Darko.
And I'm Beth Graves.
And today's episode, we are talking Nightborn.
Nightborn. So this movie came out this year. It was on Shudder. So we watched it.
Yeah, it's on Shudder.
Is it a Shudder original?
I do not know.
I can't remember. But it got 73% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's a 2026 fantasy horror film directed by Hanna Bergholm, I think is how you say her name, and it was in her English language debut film, and stars Seidi, Haarla, and Rupert Grint, which we know as Ron Weasley, if you know who he is from Harry Potter.
Yeah, as soon as I say him, I was like, is that Ron Weasley?
He'll always be Ron Weasley, does.
I think to everybody he'll be Ron Weasley.
Even though we're not big Harry Potter fans, so he's still Ron Weasley to me. But this film kind of is more like an indie film, I guess you could say. It's kind of, that's just the vibe that I got. And it's this couple, which he's the husband, and him and his wife moved in this house out in the country.
It was her grandmother's.
It was her grandmother's house.
Out in Finland, I think it is.
I think so.
I think it's supposed to be Finland, Finnish farmhouse or whatever.
Yes, it's a really pretty house. It's out in the country, but it needs a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a shithole when they're going to get there because it's been sitting forever.
Yeah. It's run down. It looks terrible, but she's all excited about it. He's not so excited, but he's wanting to just have a family and just do all these things. And, and at first, they're really excited about it. And then things take a slight turn.
Yeah, so they get there, they're going in the woods and they have sex and she becomes pregnant in the woods. So, and then they have the baby. I can't remember, was there I don't think anything weird happened up until the birth, was there? Was there anything
but
during the pregnancy?
The woods is, it kind of gives you this feeling that something is weird about the woods. It's just the way that the story is going. It's like the woods has got some kind of spirit or something. You can just feel it, even though it doesn't really say it, but you kind of figure it out in the beginning. You're like, something's weird. It's just the way.
Yeah, it's almost like it's kind of witchy, Evil Deadish. Yeah. Kind of the wood scene, like you're looking through the tree's eyes and stuff. Like something. It feels like there's something in the forest.
Oh yeah, there's something weird out there, and you don't think anything about it until she gets pregnant, and then has the baby, and then the baby's kind of strange.
Yeah, he's a wild child.
He's wild, and it kind of looks like he might be a werewolf. He's very hairy. And he's just very odd, and he cries.
He's got a little bit of a tail.
Yeah, and he cries a lot, and they can't figure out why. And then they notice that when they shut the curtains and he doesn't have the sunlight on him, he doesn't cry. So she tries to keep him out of the sun. So
yeah, he hates the sun.
I'm like, is he a werewolf? Is he a vampire baby? Like, what's going on in this movie?
And they never explain. I still don't know what he's supposed to be.
We have no idea. We watched it, and we're still lost. But she is trying to, do all the things, be the mom, breastfeed him, do all the things she's supposed to do. And then when she tries to breastfeed him, he bites her and he's like drinking her blood out of her boob instead of milk. And she's like trying to tell her husband like something's wrong with him. And he's just like dismissing her and gaslighting her and is like, oh, you just don't want to bond with the baby and you're just tired. And
yeah, nobody believes her. She tell her family and everything, and nobody believes her. Like, she's just going through, what is it that mothers go through after they have a baby?
Postpartum depression.
Yeah, they think it's like that.
Yeah, she's trying to reach out to her mom, and her mom's like, oh, you were a difficult baby, and I had a hard time with you. And it was just kind of like nobody is supporting her at all. And so she feels very alone. She has no friends out there. And then he's like, well, maybe you need to go into the city, hang out with your friends, and like kind of recoup or whatever. So she tries, and they're asking her all these questions, and she don't really know what to say. Like, well, I have a baby that likes blood and they don't like sunlight.
Could be a werewolf,
and
could
it
be
could
a
be a
vampire.
werewolf. We don't know what's wrong with
Could
him.
be both.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, what the hell? And so, and while she's there, she starts really feeling like, I don't know, where she's away from him, she starts getting really like freaked out. And then would she take like raw meat or something home for him or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, she steals something out of the kitchen, I think.
Yeah, she goes in the
wraps it
kitchen.
up.
Yeah, and steals like a raw steak or something and brings it home to him. And then eventually Ron Weasley starts figuring out she's eating the baby blood. And he's still blaming her. Like, he's like, it's your fault. You're you're making him a monster. I'm like,
yeah, because she gets a bag of blood.
Yeah.
From like a blood clinic or something.
yeah, and it's like, why would you want your baby to be a monster? That's the only thing that he'll eat. He won't drink her blood. I mean, he won't drink her milk. He only wants to drink blood. And she knows it, and she's figuring it out, and she's trying to like be a mom to this monster baby.
Which we left one part out about the forest and the woods. There's a tree growing up through the house when they get there.
Yeah.
And they get rid of it. And then at some point she tears a hole in the floor and the tree is growing again.
Mm.
So there's something to do with the tree. I don't know exactly.
And then
it's kind of a weird movie.
And then it's like you find out something about, I don't remember if her mom told her or how it came about, that there's something weird in the woods, and the grandmother had put some kind of like metal or iron or something out in the woods. I went back and read over it because I was so confused, and I was kind of reading the background. And then I remember there was one part it said that the iron like burned the baby's skin because I guess it was supposed to ward off the evil.
Oh, yeah, they did something with that. And I remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he don't like iron. They did something and it burned him.
Yeah, and it burned him. Oh, and then there was one part. It was that her sister brought her baby over, and he bit its finger or something off.
Yeah, she was a little bit older than him.
Yeah, and she was like, don't let him play with her. And then, of course, they were like, what's the big deal? And then, of course, they were like still blaming her, like she's a horrible mother because her baby bit her sister's baby's finger off. I'm like, that's not her fault.
Yeah, he's a monster. We can't help it.
I mean, like she's
or
trying.
She can't help it.
She's trying to be like
I would say this is like a folk horror.
Yeah.
Can you say?
Yeah, and I don't know. It's like if you ever seen Rosemary's Baby, it kind of gave me that vibe, but of course it's a little different. And
yeah, he was Satan's baby. I don't know what this one's baby
I don't
is.
know what this one was. I don't know. He was like came from the tree. I don't know what he's
part of the forest somehow. I don't know.
Somehow he's connected.
There's something out there that.
Yeah, I mean, she got pregnant by her husband, but then he's somehow connected. I don't know.
But it goes back to her in a way. Like you said, her mom said that she was the same way and all this stuff when she was a baby. So there's something kind of folklorish going on with her family.
I don't know if it's some kind of witchy thing that maybe she's inherited and is passed down to her son, or who knows. I mean, I think you can interpret this a lot of different ways.
Yeah, you can. And you can think what you think. Like we thought he was a werewolf. You can think whatever because he's, like you said, he's really hairy. When he's first born, his back is like almost covered in hair.
Yeah.
And he's got a little bit of a nub tail.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, some people do, and they're not werewolves. But I don't know what like I said, I don't know what he's supposed to be. I know he's a wild child. That's all I know for sure.
Yeah. And he just.
He's meaner than hell.
Yeah.
And he's not, I mean, he grows kind of fast in a way.
Yeah.
In the movie.
And he like runs, like when he's very little, like he just runs around and it's like, okay, he's already.
Yeah, she finally embraces it in a way towards the end. And she's like, just stays in her room with him and they're playing and having a good time. And he's all happy and walking around, running around. And then Ron Weasley comes in and they're down in the hole underneath the house asleep and next to that tree roots or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like, I guess finally figures out that she might as well accept what's going on instead of trying to change it.
Yeah, I think the way I interpret it is like she wanted this perfect little happy family, and then it turned out she has this crazy monster baby, and she don't feel like she fits in. She don't feel like she fits in with her family or with her husband or with her friends. But then she's like, well, this is what I got, and
my life now.
This is my life, and I'm just gonna accept it, even though nobody understands it. And she ends up loving him despite.
Well, I mean, that's the mother thing, I guess.
I mean,
regardless of what your baby is, you're going to love your baby.
I think that part's really nice, but still, it's like, it's just bizarre. And I don't really know if that's what the movie, I don't really, like I said, I feel like you could interpret it different ways. I don't know.
You can, and I think it is part of that, her going through that postpartum or whatever you said.
Yeah, I think so.
There is part of that going on. But yeah, this is it's like a witchy, folk horror, foresty weird werewolf movie, I guess. I don't know.
I really don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. Wasn't bored, just a little confused.
Yeah, it's not a boring movie. It holds your attention well.
Yeah, and I think Ron Weasley did a good job playing that character. It was, different than his usual. So it was like a little breakout role for him.
Yeah, I think Slasher Talk that we follow, he was like, Ron Weasley in a horror movie, sign me up.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was in it till we started watching it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
I didn't know anything about this movie. We just seen it on Shudder and read the descriptions. Like, okay, we'll check it out.
And then she did a good job, I think, acting in the movie. I think she was really good at handling everything like the way you would find out.
Yeah, she did an excellent job, I think.
Yeah, finding out your baby's a monster and how to deal with it. And then,
he only eats blood and meat, raw meat.
Yeah, and so she just tries to, she just
hates the sunlight.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the vampire thing. He hates sunlight.
Yeah.
He likes blood, but then he's hairy, which in Bram Stoker's Dracula, Dracula turned into a wolf, so maybe,
yeah.
He might have been a vampire. I don't know.
Could have been. But yeah, and I just wish there was a little more explanation about the woods and the backstory and all that, which,
Are we going to just talk about the ending as well?
Leave the ending. We won't spoil the ending because there's not really much to say, but it just kind of, like I said, it kind of left me hanging and it didn't really answer all my questions. But I think it's one of those ones that you kind of interpret it for what you want, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of an open ending when it happens. You're like, okay.
Yeah, it just kind of ends and you're like, okay, I don't really know what to think, but yeah. But still unique, still, good acting, weird story, but I liked it pretty good.
Yeah, it was weird. So you liked it, you say?
Yeah.
What do you think your rating would be on that?
I'm probably going to give it a 2.
Just 2 skulls out of 5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. It's just kind of trying to figure out everything that's going on. Like you said, the story was good. The acting was good.
The story was good. The acting was good. I just wish I had had more explanation as to what the heck was going on or where they were going with it. And like I said, you can interpret it for yourself, but then I'd kind of like to know what they wanted me to think was going on. They just kind of left me hanging and it didn't really explain it to me.
Yeah, I think if you like folk horror, you'll probably like this movie.
Yeah.
I know. I think on Slasher Talk's review, I think he liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think this is if you like that type of movie.
And you just got to take it for what it is. I don't think you can read too much into it. I think maybe you can some ways, or you can just watch it and be like, okay, I think it meant this or that, or you can just watch it and be like, okay, she had a monster baby and whatever,
Yeah.
So like however you want to look at it, but definitely worth a watch. Probably wouldn't be like high on my recommendation list.
Yeah, if you're looking for something you can't find anything else.
Yeah, it was fine.
It's interesting enough to watch one time.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot worse movies.
Oh, God,
for sure. Yeah. And it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with you. 2 skulls, 2.5. It's just the kind of an average movie, but it's got some blood in it, but it's not really gory or nothing like that.
No, more just creepy, weird, not really scary, not really gory, not really. Just kind of out there. I don't think a lot of people would like it. Some people would, and I think some people would be like, nah.
Yeah, you have to kind of like folk horror. I think you'll dig this maybe a lot more.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, for sure. Like the Addams Family people that we love, like they do the folky horror.
Yeah,
and it's like it kind of gave me that vibe, but their stuff is
it's not as good,
right? Their stuff is so much better, and I'm not trying to criticize them, but as far as this movie, but it's just they give me a little more. This one just kind of left me hanging.
Yeah, they do a better job of explaining. Even if they don't come out and say it, you kind of know what's going on more.
Right. You kind of understand the gist and it makes sense in the way they do it. Even though they lead you down a really weird winding path, you understand. This movie, I'm like, I have no freaking idea.
Yeah, you're like, is she a witch? Is she a descendant of a witch?
I know.
Was her grandmother a witch and passed her on to her, and then the woods somehow got into her spirit-wise and made a monster baby, or what exactly happened?
I know. Was she a monster baby and she passed it along to her son, and did she drink blood when she was a baby? Like her mom didn't really explain anything, didn't really say, it just was like, yeah, you were a difficult baby, and it just kind of left like, I'm like, okay.
I think maybe she did, because To me, I think that she was kind of the same way growing up. And then that's how come she's had this weird baby.
Maybe. And then her sister was like saying it was always about her and she was always difficult and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, still, I'm not really, I don't know.
Yeah. So I think she was the same way growing up as a baby. I think that's the way I take it. The way her mom kind of said she was the same, but I don't know. Like you said, they didn't really.
It didn't really explain it.
And
then like I said, it left me hanging and I don't know.
Yeah, the ending is very open.
The ending's very open, you know. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how this baby's gonna go or
where it went,
right, or anything at all. It just completely was like, okay, it just ended. And I'm like, okay,
yeah, but like you said, it's not a terrible movie. It's a good first time watch if you can't find nothing else and if you're tired of searching and you kind of
desperately need something.
You want to see Ron Weasley in a horror movie, I guess.
Yeah, and he did a good job. Like I said, the acting was great, and it was something different, and it just came out, and
it's very different.
I wanted to just try and see what it was like, you know, and yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
wasn't great. Don't highly recommend it, but not, like I said, not terrible. But
yeah, it's not high on my recommendation list, but it's worth checking out at least once if like I said, you want to see Ron Weasley in a horror movie.
Yes.
And see if you can figure out what this weird baby is.
Yeah, and if you have any interpretation that you can explain to us, please let us know in the comments and let us know because we are so confused about the ending. So if you do figure something out, let us know because we have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't read much into the movie other than watching it.
Yeah.
I just know what I'm going by is what I've seen. I didn't look into it much more than that.
No.
And see if somebody's probably explained it out there to make it more sense.
I'm sure. And like I said, I tried to read a little bit of the backstory and I didn't really get much explanation out of it. So I don't know.
Okay. You want to wrap up Nightborn? Anything else you want to add on it?
Nope. I think that we've covered it.
Okay. This is on Shudder.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Shudder or if you want to get a free trial of Shudder and check it out, I guess you can. But yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts.
Be sure to like and subscribe and follow and all that good stuff. Until next time, I'm Jeff Darko.
And I'm Beth Graves.